Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into the world of economics and explore the fascinating dynamics of global economies. Today, we embark on a thrilling comparison between two economic powerhouses, Australia and Canada. Join us as we delve into the data, examine the trends, and uncover the secrets behind these economic giants. Combining their economies would result in the world's fifth-largest economy, surpassing India and closely trailing Japan. Moreover, both nations boast comparable levels of GDP per capita, with Australia standing at around $63,000 and Canada at $58,000, considering the purchasing power of their currencies. In terms of economic structure, both nations share striking similarities, particularly in primary production sectors like manufacturing, mining, and agriculture. However, Australia relies more heavily on mining and less on manufacturing compared to Canada. Analyzing their stock market trajectories over the past 3 decades reveals a similar trend. This correlation stems from both countries' heavy dependence on exporting their abundant natural resources globally. Navigating the fluctuations of the mining industry proves challenging, yet Australia has demonstrated resilience throughout. Mining investment contributed significantly, comprising 9% of the nation's GDP. However, as demand and prices for these commodities declined, mining companies scaled back investment in major projects, resulting in reduced spending and job opportunities. Similar cycles of boom and bust have occurred in Canada's history. In the 1850s, Canada experienced its first significant oil boom in North America. Over the past 3 decades, rising investments in oil and gas have fueled increases in crude oil production volumes and export values. Technological advancements and fluctuating oil prices have influenced investment patterns in the oil and gas sector. In Canada, the focus shifted towards oil sands projects as technology evolved and oil prices increased. However, since 2008, declining oil prices have dampened economic growth from Western Canada to central provinces, leading to contractions in the services and manufacturing sectors. For instance, Macquarie, an Australian company, holds the title of the largest infrastructure investment manager globally, closely followed by Brookfield from Canada. However, when considering the largest companies globally by revenue, 6 out of the top 10 are either American or Chinese. The top Canadian firm, Brookfield Asset Management, ranks only 117th, while the top Australian firm, BHP Group, ranks only 180th. This illustrates a concerning trend where Canadian and Australian firms appear to have struggled to maintain competitiveness. Interestingly, it appears that the world's largest economy serves as a model of perfect competition. In Australia, for instance, Coles and Woolworths, the 2 largest supermarkets, collectively control 59% of the grocery market. Similarly, in Canada, Loblaws and Sobeys together account for 34% of all groceries sold, surpassing the combined market share of the top 4 grocery stores in the U.S. In the banking sector, the 4 largest banks in both Australia and Canada hold 3/4 of all deposits, whereas in the U.S., the top banks command less than half of that market share. This consolidation extends to the fashion industry as well, with Australia excelling in surf clothing labels and Canada carving out a niche in parkas and other winter wear. Moreover, both countries are home to giants in the commodities sector. Canada boasts the world's 4th largest proven oil reserves, particularly in Alberta's tar sands, along with significant exports of natural gas, coal, and iron ore. Australia dominates in coal and iron ore production and ranks as the biggest producer of lithium, 3rd largest producer of cobalt, and 4th largest producer of rare earths. By 2030, Australia aims to establish itself as a globally significant producer of processed critical minerals. However, there's a downside to this reliance on exports to larger economies. Australia, for example, heavily depends on trade with China, the world's 2nd largest economy, making it a crucial trading partner. As such, both Australia and Canada face challenges due to their heavy reliance on exporting goods to larger economies. A significant portion of Australia's exports, such as iron ore, coal, and natural gas, are directed to China, playing a crucial role in fueling its vast manufacturing and energy demands. The substantial earnings from these exports in 2023 underscore Australia's heavy reliance on China's business. Similarly, Canada's economy is deeply intertwined with the United States. The U.S. stands as Canada's primary trading partner, with trade between the 2 nations being pivotal for Canada's economic well-being. A considerable share of Canada's exports, including automotive products, energy, and natural resources, finds its way to the American market. This trade relationship highlights Canada's economic dependence on U.S. U.S. demand, directly influencing employment, manufacturing, and overall economic growth. Furthermore, the U.S. represents a significant source of direct investment in Canada, funding various sectors from manufacturing to technology, further linking Canada's economic fate to the policies and economic conditions of the United States. This scenario might reflect what's commonly known as the resource curse, a phenomenon that has led to challenges like political unrest and sluggish growth in resource-rich countries in Africa and South America. However, for Australia and Canada, it's more about their heavy reliance on resources potentially dampening their incentive to develop industries capable of global competition. This could explain why, beyond commodities and outdoor clothing, there's a scarcity of major global companies emerging from Australia and Canada. According to the World Intellectual Property Indicators, Canada sees a mere 5.9 patents granted per 10,000 people, while Australia slightly surpasses this with 6.7 patents, compared to 9.9 in the United States and a striking 28.2 in South Korea. However, this doesn't imply a lack of talent among Australians and Canadians. In fact, both countries showcase high levels of skill, evident from their rankings in the World Talent Ranking, where Canada holds the 13th position and Australia the 18th. Additionally, they boast top-tier universities and some of the highest rates of tertiary education within the OECD. Both countries allocate relatively low spending on research and development, approximately 1.7% and 1.8% of GDP for Canada and Australia respectively, in contrast to the OECD average of 2.7%. Moreover, the combined total investment in venture capital amounted to just $8 billion in 2023 for Australia and Canada, marking a significant decrease from the previous year. Additionally, stringent rules, ownership limits, and other obstacles deter foreign investment, making it challenging for foreigners to establish businesses in these countries. Nevertheless, both Australia and Canada are magnets for immigration, with Canada standing out for its high levels of immigration. Australia maintains an annual immigration target of 160,000. Immigration plays a pivotal role in their economies and long-term prosperity. Immigrants bring diversity, innovation, and a broad spectrum of skills, addressing critical skill gaps in various sectors such as technology, healthcare, and engineering. Economically, immigrants not only expand the labor force, but also stimulate consumer demand for goods and services. Furthermore, immigration significantly impacts housing markets in both Canada and Australia, contributing to increased demand and rising property prices in major urban centers. Despite their shared similarities, Australia appears to be outperforming Canada in several key economic aspects. One notable difference lies in their long-term productivity performance and the growth of living standards, essential metrics in economics. Productivity reflects a country's ability to efficiently convert raw materials, labor, and ideas into valuable goods and services. Australia has consistently excelled in these areas over an extended period. Presently, Australia maintains a $4 lead over Canada in terms of productivity, indicating a higher output of goods and services per hour worked. Since 1990, Australia's income growth per person has averaged half a percentage point higher than Canada's. For instance, the average income per person in Australia stands at approximately $63,000 compared to $58,000 in Canada. Australia's economic success can be attributed to extensive reforms initiated in the early 1980s and continued through the 1990s. These reforms opened up the economy to foreign trade and investment, fueling growth and development. In essence, Australia's economy has thrived due to robust investment, which has consistently surpassed that of Canada until recently. While both countries' economic systems are not on the verge of collapse. If you found this video informative and engaging, don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and thank you for watching.